gonna have to cut that out, bleep that out or something. Had a nice juicy big sausage. Coming through, boy, look at that. Just look. Hello and welcome back to FastFoodNet, and finally another Blackpool Pleasure Beach vlog. It's actually been quite a while since the last one, but the good news is no football today. It really has been that long. I've not filmed since the Euros. In case you couldn't guess from the soundtrack, England are through to the semi-final, and it's gonna make me stay there for an hour watching that. But yeah, hopefully gonna have a better late night riding than that today. There's quite a few updates here and there around park and stuff, and just stuff to talk about, so I thought, why not do a vlog? It's actually the last late night riding of the season, which, you know, it's usually very good. You know, it's usually, you know, Halloween, atmosphere, actors on park, 3 hours of night rides. But unfortunately, you know, it's August. I can't believe it, yes. For the last 2 years now, Pleasure Beach have actually done the last late night riding all the way back in August. We've actually only got one late night close after that, and that is the Twilight Thrills in September, that I don't think we're going to be able to make it to. So it's my last time to kind of film this year on park in the sunset and twilight and whatnot, which, you know, is quite sad for so early in the year. But we've done a good few rides so far. It is quite busy, so we've been a little bit limited. I'd say that there's probably around about 8 or 9k on today. The queue in the guest services building actually today was quite busy. It's almost as if that, you know, a lot of people wanted to go to Alton Towers, but they can't go because Wrap's sold out. But obviously Pleasure Beach does still have the £5 upcharge if you want to have more than one person in addition to the disabled guests. So they're not exactly perfect themselves, but at least as things are at the moment, we can get Easy Pass as and when we wish. But in terms of rides, we've done Nickelodeon Street. We've done the big one because it is a bit windy today. The weather's not been great this week, and we've been told that if it does pick up a bit more, it could close later on. Been on the Pleasure Beach Express as well, but we're having a really good day so far. It's about 1:30 now, and we'll keep you updated with how we get on throughout the rest of today. We've just been on Icon, or as some people call it, the Icon, and it's no Hyperia, but it's still very, very good, running pretty quick today. What is better than Hyperia though is the operations on this thing. For some odd and silly reason, Thorpe decided to install a brake run that goes at about 2 miles per hour, meaning trains take forever to get back to the station. And even so, they are often not dispatching it when it's on 2 trains with 20 riders, no seat belts in time, so that the trains are stacking. But on here, they're only stacking on 3 trains for about 30 seconds. It is making a big difference. And yeah, just some of the best operations I've seen on this ride since they put Enzo and the seat belts on it, really. So massive shout out to the Icon staff. Guys, we've missed the train, not because Danielle's too slow a walker, because it was full. Ever since the start of this season, they've had less carriages on it, and they need to put carriages back on that just aren't being used at the moment. We need the capacity. It's been full so many times this year. It's not great. Josh managed to get a photo with a fan though. In fact, we all got a photo, so at least we got something out going through there. We did also get a photo with someone very briefly in the big one queue as well. It was like a 10-second interaction because we were having to move down the platform, so apologies if, you know, it's short and sweet, but that was great as well. 2 photos in a couple of hours from people having recognised mine and or Josh's channel, so you know, it is brilliant to see. Do make sure you stop us for a quick photo if you do see us around the parks. This is the first time I've done any footage of Ice Blast in a video since a dramatic visual change, but the entire gondola has now been removed, and to be honest, it looks better than it did when the gondola was there, because that looked like in a right state beforehand. But there's rumours now that this could be staying next year. There's also been some scaffolding erected on the ride since this video was filmed, so make sure you go and check out my latest Ice Blast update after finishing watching this video. It always is great to see it a late night riding when the stage has been put up. We spoke to Harry before, actually, outside of Hot Ice, and he said that he's going to be doing a DJ set on here later. Obviously Harry, Pleasure Beach radio guy, and you know, He does a lot of promotion for the park and stuff. Yeah, really great guy. And speaking of Hot Ice, it's still on until I believe the 7th of September. Hot Ice Eternity. I wouldn't personally recommend watching it, as I watched it once and I was bored to tears through the entire thing. Wasn't a big fan, but Hot Ice Eternity. In the afternoon you get a matinee show, which, you know, has Act 2, they perform in that, and then in the evening you get Act 1 and Act 2. A single act is 50 minutes, so it's half 2 until 20 past 3 if you watch the afternoon one. And the evening one, 2 hours, 2 50-minute acts plus a 20-minute break, 7 PM till 9 PM every night apart from Sundays. And the same goes for the afternoon one as well. They don't run that on Sundays either. Quick correction, they may either show Act 1 or Act 2 during the matinee performance. It's just that at the time of filming, the park were going through a phase of just showing Act 2 for some reason. Here we are. This is just opposite the staff car park at the park, adjacent to the big one on North Park. It's an arcade that's been very derelict for a long time, and they just keep ripping stuff out of it. But there's heavy rumours now that Ice Blast could be getting a new part, and that they've just removed the gondola to get to it. Looking at it, you'd think they're demolishing it, but there's rumours that suggest otherwise, and that gyro swing could be going here. I'm not sure. I think, you know, 50-50, like, either seems realistic, and you probably can't hear me now because the machine is so loud, so let's end this clip. Don't think I've ever spoken about this on the channel before, but this building here is also derelict. This is Planet Rock, which has been used to house a number of things over the years. Waltzers in the Dark, a 3D cinema for, I believe, a very short space of time in the mid-2000s, and also part of Journey to Hell in 2019, so another bit of wasted space really on this side of the park. And there's Bowldrome where we were just down there. So yeah, it'd be nice to see this redeveloped with some flat rides, you know, gyro swing or whatever they decide to choose. But as far as we're aware at the moment, an Intamin gyro swing will be making its way here in the next couple of years. What can I say? River Caves is still in a state, but you said they took the wheels out.
The wheels are missing on this part of the ride here.
Yeah.
You're going to show it? Oh.
So they took a ride system out. Took part of the ride system out.
They've took some lighting out as well.
Perhaps they're doing a Valhalla to it and replacing some of the ride system. Who knows? But hopefully get River Caves Bravely Adventure very soon. I think, as Danielle said, we'll be waiting about 3 years. Valhalla's anything to go by. That was an incredible ride there, Wallace and Gromit. Here in the Wallace and Gromit shop, which, you know, it's just a great hangout spot, isn't it? You've got the TV here that occasionally plays Hot Ice adverts, even though I'm not a fan of Hot Ice.
Are you sure about that?
Ice skate is you, Ice skate. Go on, get them moves in. We're here in the Wallace and Gromit shop watching some utopian advert thing. Go on, get them moves in, get them double axles. And yeah, like, everything was working in there, which, you know, it's had a few issues this year, but no blue screens, no file managers appearing on screens. Oh, I knew he was going to do that, and it still made me jump. And on that note, on to the next ride. We've just been to see Tegan. She's working on the SpongeBob Splash Bash Turn Star today, so shout out to you. We also met a lovely fan. I think it was his grandmother came over, because his grandson watched my channel, so we all had a picture together. So that's the third picture us lot have had today with a fan of either mine and or Josh's channel, which is absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much for the support, guys. And if you couldn't tell from the noise of the anti-rollbacks, we've just been on Big One, which, despite the wind, is actually running quite well. So, touch wood, there's no wood around here, so I don't know why I said that. It will stay open until its advertised closing time of 9 PM, ready for the bloody fireworks. Don't like fireworks. Can't quite believe we're going on this, guys. This is the Gallopers Carousel, a small carousel near Big One. It's no Derby racer, but we're doing it because we've never been on it before, so it's gonna be interesting. It's only open from 4 till 8, and it always seems to have staggered openings, so It's an interesting one. I've just had a ride on the Fiona the horse on Derby Race, not Derby Racer, the Gallopers Carousel, the big one. It was not too thrilling for me to be on Simon with a Derby Racer. You know, I like it nice and quick, and that was a bit of a slow carousel, I have to say. It was also a bit uncomfortable because you didn't have anywhere to put your right foot, so my leg was starting to ache at the end of that cycle. There's also a massive pole through the middle, like that you could lean, so you couldn't get nice lean backwards or just position yourself that nicely. So yeah, but it was something to do, more to experience because it's not something we normally do. There's also a bit of mist in this maze, guys, that's been added recently. We've kind of missed it now, but and Danielle's got us lost, so we'll get back to you when she's figured the way forward. These railings have also recently been painted pink, yet these bits are still red, which means it looks pretty stupid. I preferred it when it's all red. I think it looked a lot better. Now, because my ride on a horse didn't quite satisfy me enough on Gallopers Carousel, we have just done Derby Racer, and that was a much better horse ride. That was very thrilling and, you know, nice. But now it's finally time. We are going on Valhalla now. I haven't really spoken about it in the vlog yet, but Valhalla's been really getting on my nerves recently. I've been starting to fall out with it a bit. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I don't want to jinx anything, but the next clip could either be very happy or very angry, and that's all I'm going to say. But yeah, and like, it's not just for this specific reason I'm referring to here. The effects have been less reliable this year as well, so yeah, I'm a bit nervous now, but you know, you've just sworn on my vlog.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna have to cut that out, bleep that out or something. Now, last time this particular thing happened that's been annoying me, I said I was gonna have a week off, but that week off was last week, so fortunately gonna have to brave the adventure. But here we go, Valhalla. I'll see you on the other side.
By sheer coincidence.
Look at that. Just look at that. Look at that. Is any of that dry? Don't bloody think so.
Yeah, some of it.
Yeah, your jumper is.
Well, did I take the jumper on the ride? No, I didn't, because you know why? Because I knew we were going to get a front row again. That is the 7th front row I've had in a row on Valhalla. I hope that made sense. It's absolutely ridiculous. 1 in 3 chance, there's 3 of us, right? 8 people on a boat. Do the maths. That is a 1 in 3 chance of getting front row. And we've had front row 7 times in a row. The streak started on the 6th of July when I last filmed this vlog, or it might have been the week before, I can't quite remember, but it is ridiculous, especially when the Ring of Fire never works anymore. It's not worked for the entirety of this season. I don't know what's going on with it. I thought the whole point of this reimagining was to have made it more sustainable, and just the vortex is bad half the time. That wasn't the main problem today. And the final drop, that was never bad on the old Valhalla, and I don't know what's happened to it on the new Valhalla, but it gets you absolutely
It's been worse than
drenched.
today, to be fair. It wasn't too
No, the
bad
left
for it.
side was bad. There was an extra wave that came
It's
over.
nice that it changed. It's not
I was still getting splashed when the first fireball went off. That's how like big like the
No, there seems to be
wave
like
was.
water coming from.
Yeah, there was water
thing,
just
like,
randomly coming
falling
into the left of the boat for some reason.
I did feel that.
So like, honestly, ridiculous. I hate that ride now. I used to love it when it first reopened because it was a manageable wetness, and even then it was wetter than it was before. Everyone used to go, oh, you get drenched on Valhalla in like 2018, 2019. You barely got that wet on it, to be honest, if you're prepared properly. With, even now with the poncho, I don't know what happens, but the water just seems to go straight through it and it's unbearably wet. Pleasure Beach, I'm demanding that you do not put me on front row for the rest of the season, that I get an evac from the top of the final drop.
Yes, please.
Because
I
wasn't even that wet until the final drop today, to be honest. But on the front, that is just
At the top of the
on a, we stopped for like a second. They teased us, you naughty ride operators. Honestly, I don't know what's going on. Is it the batching? Is it what? Because every time I've been in the Easy Pass queue, the past 7 times, I've got put on the front row. I am not doing that ride again unless we come with some other people, such as the roller coaster, who love Valhalla even more than I have and have a complete dedication to it. they'd marry it or whatever, and they would do front. Because I've had my fair share of front rows for this season. If the Ring of Fire actually worked properly, I wouldn't mind as much because that's cool to see on the front.
Will you
And
marry Valhalla?
I've never seen that. No, I'll marry, I don't know, Hyperia or something. But, my pants are soaked, my arse is, I'm not going to show it because we're a PG channel, but it's very, very wet, especially on the left-hand side, like right straight through. And my entire left leg is very wet, but shut up now, you probably heard enough. On to something more exciting. Even when I wasn't wet enough, some idiot chap by the fountains decided to throw water on me. So my cheek got wet, but thankfully it's dried out now. But we've just got back from having tea, which means it's time for FastFoodNet. Hello and welcome back to FastFoodNet, bringing you everything fast food related in the UK and beyond via the internet. It has been a while, hasn't it? But we've got a good one for you today, because I promised in my last video about Nickelodeon Land that Bentleys would be coming soon to FastFoodNet. Josh and Danielle are currently running off because they're too busy laughing. And guess what? We did. Because of that, we went to the lovely Bentley's Chippy just outside the park, which I highly recommend. As you'll hear now, but yeah, had a nice juicy big sausage. It had nice sort of thickness to it, and yeah, it was quite big as well. So that was really nice. That's the main thing, and some chips with it as well. And you know what? I'm gonna say it the first time on FastFoodNet for a while, or maybe ever. I can't quite remember. 10 out of 10. Had a lovely Fanta drink as well. Have I? Right. Next one to Josh. Josh, what did you have for your tea?
Chippy tea. Steak pudding, chips and gravy. They're very good. That's my chippy go-to.
What should you give it out of 10?
10.
Would you recommend Bentley's Chippy to visit us at Pleasure Beach?
I would. Check it out.
Finally, we're on to Danielle. What did you have?
Add some cheesy chips.
What do you give it out of 10?
Lovely, 10 out of 10.
Hooray! And what would you recommend? Would you recommend Bentley's
Oh, of course.
to visit us at Pleasure Beach? Yeah. Yeah, small in size, but it's not about the size. It's what you can do with the food you cook. Goodbye. Here we are. I said that there would be some DJ sets going on today from Harry, and that's happened. Gonna keep it short and sweet in case we get copyrighted. Josh has some bad memories of this song because he filmed the ramp while it was playing at Fantasy Island about spinning razor closing. But there we go. We've got stage, we've got a DJ and guitar and stuff. And yeah, just brilliant atmosphere when this happens around FY4. Like, there you go, fountain back there, people, like, just a very good time. Another fantastic ride on Icon. Front row, still as brilliant as ever. The day I get to do Hyperia front row, oh, that's going to be insane. But yeah, if you can do front row Icon, it's definitely worth waiting that extra bit for. Unfortunately, the big one over here has apparently just been evacuated, which means it's unlikely that we're going to be getting on it tonight. So sad. It would have been nice to have a sunset ride on that, but Josh has just spotted an icon that they've been evacuating the station.
That explains why the icon came.
Oh! What I was trying to do was record a new announcement, but it didn't play. More when we get downstairs. Now, what I was trying to do there, I wasn't just trying to get a Revolution dispatch for the sake of it, because I've already got footage of a Revolution dispatch before now. Several times, probably, but what I was trying to do was record a new announcement that was put on the ride last month that is very bad, so please change it back, Pleasure Beach. There's no more, please stand behind the yellow line every 5 seconds. You are about to experience the most exciting and thrilling ride in your life. It now goes, whenever the train dispatches, for your safety, please stand behind the yellow line. Once again, please stand behind the yellow line. That's the best impression you're getting.
And you can listen to it on my channel.
Shut up, you. But it gets even worse because the faff before that was absurd. We got up to the Revolution platform, and when we got to the station, we were set a staff member announced, sorry guys, you're going to have to hold the ride for 5 to 10 minutes as we swap sides, because obviously you have one guy on one side of Revolution, the far side, before the train goes backwards, and obviously the staff on the other side checking the restraints and stuff. And the fact they spent, it was more than 10 minutes, it was about 15-20 minutes moving from one side to the other, swapping over. So it delayed us, which is really unappreciated as we're getting towards the end of our day. The only thing I will give them credit for is the operations. Like, there was one host on there, she was absolutely pegging it up and down the station, checking the restraints. And even the guy on the other side, even the guy on the other side, who's a really nice staff member actually who we were chatting to, was doing a great job with that as well. But whoever in management decided to introduce this procedure where they swap over every 30 minutes or whatever, absolutely ridiculous. Get it gone now. There's less to experience this year at Blackpool Pleasure Beach Resort, Lancashire, but you know, we'll still light our Espino rides up because I don't know, I guess we just like annoying people, I don't know, but yeah, it's very weird how that's lit up. But at least the fly machines up there are lit up as well, and a bunch of other things around the park. But save your electricity, guys. You're buying a gyro swing, you're buying a new attraction that could be a coaster, like, everything counts. You can't beat an amazing ride on Grand National. I can't believe that ride is going to turn 90 next year, and it's such an incredible ride. Yeah. This song's a bit questionable actually. There you go. Coming through, boy, Michigan. Coming through, boy, gonna have to cut this out. boy, Michigan. Yeah, incredible ride. Plenty of airtime getting yeeted out the seat. It's no Hyperion. Hyperia's airtime's a bit more, it's not quite as like sudden and short and sharp, but yeah, Grand National, that was incredible. One of my favourite rides of the day, that I have to say. Another thing that's lit up over here,
Dipper.
Big Dipper sign.
And it's actually Big Dipper as well, it's not Big Dipper.
But there's no infusion lit up, and no big one! Oh, like, yeah, to spin you around. Yeah, just trying to show the big one's not lighted up. I think you can see it from there. The fact you can barely see the ride through my phone, apart from the lift hill, and the fact that it's obviously such a massive ride, just goes to show it's not lit up. It's now 9 o'clock on a late night riding, and that means it's an hour until fireworks. And I don't like fireworks on FastFoodNet. Just get rid of them. The big rides have to close early for them, and it means less night rides, and I just don't care for them. It's not my thing. Like, get a bit of variety, Pleasure Beach. You've been doing this since 2016, closing big rides early. Do a projection show on Valhalla. Do a fountain show with the fountains. Just do anything, but like, yeah, but like with proper like lighting and stuff. Get some fire effects like on top of the buildings and stuff. Like, have a bit of imagination. And like fireworks, it wastes money from the park. It's just like, oh, I don't like fireworks at all.
If it's fire effects, like, like not money as well.
Today, what a chaotic day it's been again. You know, I don't know like what you guys think. It's potentially been the best late night riding this year. I think it's been a brilliant vlog. Obviously, let me know down in the comments what you think. But I'm genuinely really happy with this vlog. It's shown all the laughs. It's been action packed. We've shown, you know, updates. It's been a funny one. It's been really, really good, and it's really captured the day very well, I feel like. And it's been a while since I've vlogged here, but we'll be back very soon. And obviously plenty more content to come this year. It's not over yet. But if you're looking for something else to do near Pleasure Beach, Passage del Terra is right outside. Don't take your children in there. Please, like I said, I just want to make sure, please, don't take children in there. But definitely give it a go on your visit, which is why I'm going to go and check out this video on the right side of your screen. It's my latest review of the attraction, completely spoiler free. For more things theme park related in the UK and beyond, make sure you click the icon in the centre of your screen to subscribe. I'm Ben, you've been watching FastFoodNet, and goodbye.